Good morning, everybody. My name is Mike at Filmboy24, and it feels so good to be back. It's been about a month since I've actually shot a video. It's been an absolutely crazy September, but guess what? We are back on the trail, hot on the heels of Little Joey with the Cameraman Mike sound film box set, found film series, and we're going to find out what's on this one right here. Well, like I said in the opening, it has been a hot minute since I put a YouTube video together. Now I've done a little this, a little that. I do my live streams every Sunday at 2 p.m. if you're interested in just some fun chit chat, some rallying back and forth with good old-fashioned film talk. Join us, me and us, every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. But getting back to what's happening, so September was a crazy month for me. It always is every year. So things slow down for YouTube for me, and they pick up for things that I have to take care of in my personal life. But I'm back at it. It's October. It's my absolute favorite month of the year. And if you're not familiar with found film, for me anyway, the definition is an old roll of film, movie film, that was shot many years ago, like this one, and it was never developed or never processed. So no one on the planet has ever seen the results of my types of found film. Now there are found films that were shot and developed years ago and just rediscovered, and those are super cool. But how about some film that's never been discovered? Well, it's been discovered but never seen. That's what we have here. And for this particular one, this is what we have deemed the Cameraman Mike's sound film box set playlist. This is film number 23 in that playlist, and I think it was 54 rolls. I keep getting confused between 54 and 56. I don't remember. I think it was maybe 56 that I purchased a couple years ago from a seller on eBay. He goes by the screen name Cameraman-Mike. He gave me a super deal on the film, and I told him that I would mention his eBay seller name when I put this together, and I've always done so, and him and I have had some back and forth emails. Just a super nice guy. So if you want to check him out, look on eBay. I'll even put a link to his eBay page down there in the description. Speaking of link to a page, there's a feller, he calls himself the Media Nerd, and he's a lot of fun to watch. If you're not familiar with Mark over at the Media Nerd YouTube channel, you got to check him out. And the reason I mention him right now is because he just posted a video, and it's super cool. It's an 8mm film. He's doing some transfers for a customer. He does a lot of media transfers. And he's doing some 8mm film for a customer, and he came across this one particular one, and it's got tons of like movie stars from, it looks to be like from probably the 60s. So check it out. I recognize quite a few of them. Check out that particular one especially. It is such a cool film to look at, and there's no doubt if you're at least my age, you will recognize some people in that film. So check him out. I'll put a link to his channel and a link to that particular YouTube video, the one I was just talking about, in the description. So what we do here is we process this old film, and we're trying to find out who this originally belonged to. I think I have it nailed down. I think I know who Joe White is. That's the little Joey that we've seen in lots of these films. And I think I know who he is now. I just don't know where he's at or how to get a hold of him. With that, we're going to continue this little journey we've been taking for a couple of years now with this one. Now, this is Ektachrome E, well, I call it E because Ektachrome, 160 Type A sound film. That means that this film had the audio recorded directly onto it. You see, they would put a sound stripe. This is the actual film right here. They would put a little sound stripe on the edge of the film. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, it's a little brown magnetic stripe, kind of like a cassette tape. And they would glue it to the edge of the film, and you would record your film. You would record your audio onto that magnetic tape or that little tiny strip. Well, they added one on the other side. The one you typically record to is on the side opposite the perforations. They then added one about half the width onto the side with the perforation so that when your film rolled up, nice and roly-poly, it wasn't lopsided because the stripe is a little thicker. Some people have actually recorded on that extra little what they call balance stripe. You could record on it later using your projector in most cases, and you could do like narration of your films. Well, that's not the case here. This has got the original audio. This particular roll of film came in this box right here. It has a process before date right there of November 79. That's 1979, not 2079, because we're not there yet. With that, I know that this film was manufactured in 1978. It did have an edge code. There's a little code on the edge of the film, and it was a triangle. And according to Kodak, you know that company that makes film, they put out a chart, and according to them, that means this particular roll of film, this actual roll of film, was manufactured in 1978, probably early to mid 1978, because Kodak typically gave about 18 months shelf life for their film for optimal results. And most people would shoot their film when they bought it. So I'm going to date this film that you're going to watch in about 5 seconds-ish, maybe more, at around 1978 or 1979. I can pretty confidently say that's when this was shot. So without too much more yickety-yackety, I'm going to show you the film right now. Okay, so we're back to the, if you follow the cameraman Mike, we're back to Arcadia and their marching band and football field. It's probably at a school, I'm guessing. One thing let me mention very quickly, I did process this in HC 110, the B formula, the 31 parts water, 1 part chemical. I did it for 7 minutes at 67 degrees Fahrenheit. I then rinsed it. I then fixed it for 7 minutes in Kodak Fixer. Washed it real good, and I scanned it myself on my RetroScan Universal Mark I. I did it in 2K. This film does have remjet. That's that yucky black layer on the base that you have to remove. Most of the time, a little bit of it comes off in the beginning, but most of the time you got to take it off at the end of your processing steps with this old film. New film comes off in the beginning. Old film, well, sometimes a little in the beginning, mostly in the end. Anyway, back to the film. My last found film, which also showed the Arcadia Marching Band in the streets, like in the city streets, that got a copyright claim. Yes, I said it. It got a copyright claim because of the song that they played 45 plus years ago in the marching band, but I was okay with it. I don't make money really on these videos anyway, but they basically said, you can keep the video up, but we're going to share the profits, so they get half a penny, I get half a penny, with the copyright owner. There's no doubt in my mind the same thing is going to happen with this, because about halfway through, if, like I say, if you're at least my age or older, you know that theme song, the Rocky, you know, the Adrian, yo Adrian. We know that's the fight theme song for the old Rocky movie, or movies. Da-da-da. I don't even want to sing it because I'll get another strike. So it's probably going to get copyright claimed. That's okay. I don't have any problem with that. I can unmonetize any of the videos I want, and they'll probably let me keep it up, and I'm okay with that. So with that, it sounded like the announcer guy said something like the Arcadia Imaginaire, and I think that might be the name of the band back then, the marching band. It looks like maybe Homecoming, something like that. Homecoming for high school, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it was for Joey, because I think Joey was a lot younger at that point in 78. I think he was probably in the 8-year-old range, so I think it was his older brother. But I don't know for sure. If you are familiar with anything or anyone in any of these found film videos, please leave a comment and let people know. Because my goal is to find who the original owners of these films were or are, then they've never seen them, and let them see them. And I'll gladly send them all of the files personally, without all of the stuff that I do. With that, I'm going to say a farewell, but on my way out, actually, on your way out, if you don't mind, if you don't mind. Remember the bouncing ball over the text? How about do this? That's it. It doesn't take long. It's free. Really, it doesn't cost anything for you, and it helps my channel just a skosh. And if you feel like I've earned it, right there, is it my centered there? Yeah, right there. How about subscribe? Pop that little bell, the little bell, bing bong, so you know when I upload a brand new video. They're going to start coming a little more regularly again, because I'm back into the swing of things. I should not swing. And until the very next time that I see all of your beautifully stunning faces, all of them, and they are beautiful. Whoa, that's the one. There it is. Whoa. I'll see all of you on the very next ridiculously goofy go-around.